Hello friends, this is Akshay Shikle from Indian Kids Coder, and in this video we are going to learn the drag and drop, means the drag and drop code and the hard coding. Okay, I will tell you what is hard coding and what is drag and drop if you didn't understand now. So let's start. First of all, to understand this, let us open NetBeans. So, this is my Apache NetBeans. Okay. So, this is done now. This is open, but it is opening. The project is loading still. Let me first of all, before that, let me first of all tell you about that drag and drop, and what is hardcore and what is hardcode and what is drag and drop. So first of all, I will create a new project. To create a new project, you can just click here or here, or go to file and you can just click here and go to here. See, okay, Java with and you have to select here. Okay. Mm. So Java with in this, because of this is Apache NetBeans, so that's why here you don't have to select like older versions like Java and Java application. You have to select Java with and just click on Java application and then click on next. And here you have to write the title. So difference. I will just type the title. Difference between one more thing that if you type like this, no, like this, I don't know how this space is coming between this, but I am not giving this space. If I remove this, d will also be removed, so that's why this space I cannot remove. I don't know why, what the problem is. So anyways, one more thing I should tell you that here you should not keep the name, the project name you can keep as like this, that capital letter in the first and then space in between, you can keep like that. uh, but in class name or package name you cannot do like this. Okay, in class name and package name you will have to just give this without space, you will have to type. Okay, whether you can give capital letters anywhere, but without space you will have to type. Okay, otherwise this it will not, the finish button will not be enabled. I will show you, but for now let's do this difference between uh, drag and drop and wait, I will use here this character so that it is easy to understand. You can use your special characters also. Okay, so the drag and drop and difference between drag and drop and hard coding. Okay, now just create just uncheck create main class, otherwise it will create a main class. Because but here we don't have to create main class, we have to create a mainframe. So okay, this Apache NetBeans is not working. I don't know why. I think my old version of NetBeans is installed, that's why it's not working. So I should run another NetBeans, that is this 8.2, very older version. Okay. I should update it at least till 8 point that at least till 9, and it means 9 or 9.1, at least till 9.1 or 9.2. I should update it. I will try to do that also. Okay, but one problem is here that this is very big application. Payroll system is also one very big application, so that's why uh, if I will update it, then there is a risk that these two applications may be deleted, that they can be deleted. So that's why I am not updating it. Otherwise, that's why I am not deleting this and updating the other, downloading the latest version. Means I have downloaded, but I should delete it, this one. But I cannot, because this can be, these projects can be deleted. So now here I will try to create a new project. So as you can see here is already here Java application, and then just uncheck create main class, and uh, difference between uh, drag and drop and hard coding. So now I'll click on finish, and it's creating my project. So we have to wait, and the project is created. Now inside this we have to create two things. Okay, one we will create a class and one will create JFrame form. I will tell you both are what are these two things. Okay, so I will tell you what are these two things. So first of all, let's create a JFrame form. So just right click on this source package, which is our main package, and just go down and select JFrame form, and just give it a name drag and drop. Okay, class name is not valid because here I give space, as I told you in the beginning of the video, and here we cannot give this type of character also. So I should give drag and drop like this. Okay, okay, so this is done now. Now as you can see, this type of something it's came here. Now we can freely resize this also. This is called a JFrame form, or you can call this as a frame also. Okay, um, rough means a frame where you can add components from this palette. In this palette all the components are there. Okay, the panel is there, tab pane is there, button is there, radio button, label, text field, everything, each and everything is there. Not each and everything, but actually everything is there. So from palette you can add components, like let me add a button here. So from palette you can come here and add these buttons, like these buttons, or you can add a label also, as you can see, or a text pane. Okay, and all this you can add, but I am deleting it till now, means for now. Okay, so this something this type is drag and drop, and let me create a simple that application, very simple application, where a button will be there. Okay, and from that button you can means you can type, means from that button you can um, when you click on that button, you a dialog box will appear where it will show hello world or any message that you want, you can type. So let me first of all add add a button for that. So I will add this button here. Okay, I will keep its size at this. And to save it, one more thing, to save it, you don't no need to go again and again here and then save all, and you can just press Ctrl S to save this particular thing. Okay, and then just go to palette, and palette you can what we need, a button, no? So just click on this button and just drag it and drop here, and now we'll place in a center and just resize it. Okay, and then just simply right click this, or you can do one thing, just select this button and press spacebar on your keyboard. The thing is the text to type, the name of the button will come here. So in this button just click, suppose type click here. Okay, glitch, not glitch, click. glitch. You can right click also and do that. Okay, edit text and click here. Now if you want to resize this its font, so just select this button and go to its properties, and in properties you will see your font option. Here you can change this font style, font size and font type. Okay, or we said font style and font size, sorry. Okay, whatever. So if you want, you can make it bold, or you can keep it plain, or you can italic or bold italic, whatever you want. Okay, in plain it will look like this, and in bold it will look like this, in italic it will look like this, and in bold italic it will look like this. So something like this is there. So now here we will keep it the homa, and here we will do it bold. Okay, let's keep it plain for now. And then just select its size, suppose 18, just okay. And wow, it is looking so nice. Not that nice because this is very a fika, you can say. Not fika, actually I'm talking Hindi, sorry. This is a very ugly type of frame. No, it's not looking that nice. But also, just now to code this, now add action. That when you click on this button, it should display a frame. You just have to right click here and go to events. The action that you the any action that you want is known as events. So go to events, right click here and go to events, and here you will see action. Or you can just add, go to mouse also, and when mouse clicked or mouse entered or mouse, if this mouse clicked, then action is approximately same only. This mouse clicked and the action performed is approximately same only, but we will not use mouse click, we will use action perform instead. Okay, so just go and click on action perform, and here you will see something, this type of interface, which is known as the source code area. Okay, this is the source code. This whole code is called source code, and this gray type of thing that you are seeing, this is called comments. That means compiler will ignore it. Compiler, I told you in the that video where I told about IDs. That time I told. So when I told you about IDs, let me drink water. So now, as I told you in the ID video, video in which I told about IDs, in there I told you what are comments and what is a not comments, what are comments, but I told you what is compiler. Compiler is a thing that converts the binary language into the this normal English language. As you can see, this language is in English. J button is an English word, action is an English word, perform is an English word, private void is an English word. Okay, generate code, suppress, sorry, not surprise, suppress, warning, unchecked, and all these are English word. Okay, this init means initial, or yes, initial only, or initiate. So that is the different thing. Now these comments you can remove, because these are the thing that the compiler will ignore. The compiler will not check this, that he will not not he actually, it will not convert this into binary language, and again from binary to English it will not convert this, because this is only the comment. This is only for notes. Okay, that from here this thing is starting, or from here whatever thing is starting. So let's these things we discuss. Now the main important thing, let's discuss, that is how to add action. So first of all, just to remove this comment I will here. So to check whether the button means, if there are multiple buttons in the frame, that you want to check that which button code is where, which button has action perform is where, that you need to first of all set its variable name. So right click and click on change variable name and write btn1 or any variable name that you want to keep. Okay, and then just click on OK, and then again go to source code. As you can see here also, btn1 action btn1 is changed. Okay, it has changed it to btn1. So now to just when you will click on that, a dialog box should appear. So to whenever if you want to click on any button, after clicking that, if you want that a dialog box should appear to pop up a dialog box, no, or show pop up, we use, okay, it's caps lock on, so we use that, what is it, G option pane. So just we have to type J O capital and P J option pane dot, then it will show this suggestions. We say it suggestions. Okay, dot, and then we'll just type show, then go down from arrow key, and then show message dialog is here. Show message dialog, and then just remove these things. These are the means these things we don't need. And first of all here, you have two choices. This takes two arguments. Okay, first one, in the first argument you can type either null you can type, or you can type this. Okay, better you type this, and then just type here the message, inside the inverted commas just type the message, that is suppose hello world, which is very common word. Okay, hello world. Okay, so only if you want to test something while printing, then you just can type hello world. This is a very common thing. So now if you save it, it is very easy. Okay, we just what we did, just created a button, just dragged and drop a button, just double clicked on it, and one more thing, if you want, if you will double click on it also, no, this thing will come. Okay, this block will come, this whole block will come here. Okay, so it is very easy. We just drag the button and dropped it here, and just double clicked on it, and we just type only one line. And now if I run this project, so select the main class will be okay. And one more thing, if you will click this button, then the whole project will be run, and from main class it will run. And if you want to run any another class that is not a main class, and if you want to run that particular class only, then you can press shift plus F6. Okay, it will be run. Okay, it will be run. So now as you can see here, so it is done. And now as I will click here, as you can see successfully it is showing hello world, and as I click on OK, it will be closed. Okay, not this frame, but that dialog box will be closed. So we discussed drag and drop. Now let's quickly discuss what is hard coding. Hard coding means without drag and drop. Means hard coding means for this button also you will have to type the code to create this button. Also for this font also you will have to type a line, and for this action font also you will have to type all these things. Okay, all this you will have to type, and then this main method you will have to type this main method, not this actually, it is somewhere here, I don't know. Yes, here. This is this main method. You will have to type everything. You will have to type, and in drag and drop, it will everything will be given to you. Half things that are main important things will be given to you. So now let's quickly discuss hard coding. So for hard coding, we will have to no need to make a JFrame form. Just go and make a Java class. Just click on Java class and make here new Java class like. I will suppose give its name as hard coding. Just click on finish. And now here as you can see there is a no JFrame form, and I will remove the comments. Now here we got only one thing written, that is public class hard coding. Okay. Now inside this main method also ourselves we have to make, and the button also ourselves we have to make. It is not already made ready-made button. Okay, so first quickly make the type the main method public static void main. All this I will discuss tell you in Java series, that Java programming series. a tutorial series for absolute. All this I will tell you in Java tutorial series for for absolute beginners. Okay, so okay, so okay, so here inside this you just have to type string, wait, string args, and inside this you just have to type. Now one more thing, if you type this much, no, I will tell you that from this much our frame is ready, although its size and location is not fixed, but our frame is ready. Okay, so if I run this, our frame is ready. Okay, it does not have a main method. Why it have a main method, man? Why is it saying public static void main? Wait, wait. Okay, I have to type here. Sorry, I forgot that here I have to type this brackets. Now if I will run, it will successfully run. But I told you that frame is made, but frame is not showing. Although you will think that its location and size is not decided yet and not set yet, but also it should show at least its minimize and close and maximize buttons. It's not showing that also, because we by default the visibility of the frame is hidden. Okay, we have to make change the visibility, and visibility we have to change and do it true, and by default it's false, means hidden. It is hidden. So now to change the visibility, just type, first of all you have to create the object of the current class, like a new hard coding, and then give a bracket dot dot set visible. Okay, so now I will not explain you that, okay, because video is already half an hour. Okay, so I will not discuss you that much, so that's why I will just type, keep typing, and whether you understand or not. Because, but don't worry, don't think that I am not teaching anything. Because in this video I am just going to give you what difference between hard coding and that. Okay, that hard code is better, or drag and drop is better. But I am not telling you because video will be too much long. So all these things I will teach you in the Java coding series, which is going to come on our channel very soon. So don't worry about that things. So set visible, and here you have to type uh, true, so that the frame is displayed, and then it's showing error because we have to extend jframe, extends jframe. Okay, we have to extend the jframe class. All these things I am repeating again, that all these things I will tell you in the Java series. And this jframe, now it's showing error on both because of we have to add, there is a package called swing package, so we just have to import it because it's not already in this class, so we have to import it. So import java x dot swing dot star. Okay, now now as you can see, error is gone, and as I run this, now you will see that this minimize is although not completely visible, because we will have to set its size, then only it will be visible. And then this is also, as you can see, this is also done and this is also done. So our first frame we have made successfully without drag and drop. Okay, with hard coding. Okay, now let's do one more thing. It is important to make a constructor also, otherwise it will not work. So A constructor we have to make as the same name as the class name. The class name is hard coding, then constructor name should also be hard coding. Perfect, no, not perfect. I have to do like this. Done. Now inside this we have to set the size. So to set the size there is a function known as set size, and inside this it takes two arguments. And in Java, one more thing, at that at the end of the line, always you should type a semicolon. This type of colon, semicolon, it's called. So it is important because of as in the normal English language we write full stop. No, after ending any sentence here we write full stop. That, and here also same thing. After ending any sentence we write. But in English, full stop is known as dot. Means a dot is not a full stop, sorry. As a full stop we write a dot, a simple dot. But in Java, full stop we write as a semicolon. Okay, so all these things I will tell you. So why I'm repeating, I don't know. Okay, so now set size, and then in this let's suppose 400 400. Now location we will not set. Okay, and now as I will run it, as you will see that size is set. Okay, and now to add a button, just write j button, j button b1, that is variable name b1 equals to new j button. And inside this, within the inverted commas, you have to type what the name of the button, the text that should come in the buttons, like click here. And then here we will have to, not this much is not enough to make a button. Okay, yeah, have to type one thing that is very very important, and that is uh and that is set bounds. You have to set its size and the location. Okay, otherwise this will not work. Now in this button you have to set the location. Okay, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so yes, one more thing, that is you have to set the layout as null. If you will not set the layout, it will by default take the border layout as the default layout, and it will the button or any all the components will be fitted in the center. So that set bounds means the location that will set, that is nothing, means that will not work. So set layout null you have to do, and then here you have to type b1 dot set bounds, which is a function to set the size and the location together in only one function. Means this takes four arguments. The first two arguments are the location, and the second two arguments are its size. So first two arguments, location, let's discuss. Suppose center, um, not center, Lagbhag center, we can say Lagbhag center. I'm saying the we can say approximately at the center. So its this length is okay. In set size also, the first argument should be its length and second argument should be its width, means the height. Okay, so length, this length is 400, and 400's half will be 200, right? So from 250 we should start it. From 100, let's start it from 100. Okay, and from upper side also we'll start it from upper side, we will start it from 250. And then how would this calculation I did, no, that I will explain you each and everything in the Java series. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'm telling you again and again. So, and here we will do its length 100 and height will be 50. Done. Now this much is again not enough. Now if I will run, the button will not come because we didn't added it to our frame. So to add it, just type add and then type here b1 and full stop. Just run it. Run how I'm doing. First of all, I'm saving Control S quickly, and then I'm typing Shift F6 quickly. Okay, it's running two times now because I typed this again and again. So it's on the wrong area. Why? I don't know. Okay, wait. From upper side is this 400. So I think I should type 200 here. 200. Okay, it is little bit up now. We should type it 100. Very good. 150. 150 is the perfect. Okay, and then let's put it a bit front. This also 150. Now it should work. Okay. Okay. So now the button, as you can see, it is in center approximately. So now we have to add a action to it. So to add a action, as in the drag and drop we did like this, no, that right click and event and action event and all that we did action perform. But here we don't have to do that thing. Here we have to do a bit different thing. Here we have to first of all implement action listener. Okay. So interface, action listener is a interface that we have to implement. So implements action listener. Done. Now this, it's again showing error because in this interface there is a method, abstract method known as action perform method, the same method that we saw in the drag and drop, this JFrame form, the same method action perform, that method is from, that method is abstract method, and it is method of action listener. Okay. So now here we have to just override that method. So just type public void action performed. Okay, performed, and then inside performed, not performed, performed, and inside this you have to type action event e. So now here you have to type, action event e. Okay, and then you have to type here this action event. Why it's showing error? Okay, for this you have to import Java AWT. So AWT is also a package, so import Java not ja. So for this you have to import java.awt.star. Star means everything. Okay, star means everything from that package, each and every class and each and every package it will import if you type star. Then okay, awt dot event dot star actually, because it will import everything, but it will not import the classes inside the sub packages. In this package, in this AWT package there is one more sub package that is known as event, and inside this event there are some classes that it will not import. So that's why we have to type awt.java.awt.event.star, then it will import, and now the error is gone. Now inside this, if you will type the same code, that is the this thing, goption pane.show message dialog, it will work. I will copy it, paste it, not here, sorry, here, paste it, done. Now I will run it, so it will not work. I will show you why. As you can see, it will not work because we have to add action listener to this button so that it can listen to the action given by the user, and after clicking on the button it should show the message dialog. So just type b1 dot add action listener and current class reference, that is this. And now if you will run it by pressing shift F6 and click here, and it will show the message called hello world. It's called, not called hello world. It will show the message. So now you will be thinking that why you made a video, man. It is clearly it is we can see that drag and drop is very easy than hard coding, because in drag and drop just drag a button, just double click on it and just set its variable left, double click on it and type the code, simple. But in hard coding we have to type import ourselves, and then you have to extend jframe ourselves, implement action listener ourselves, do this action perform ourselves only, do this button ourselves only. We have to type each and every separate line for action listener, bounce, color and all that. This thing you will think that why to do these things, but if you want to learn this Java programming, then drag and drop will not teach you anything. I am saying the truth that drag and drop will not teach you anything. Okay, so I was saying that drag and drop will not teach you anything. If you want to learn this Java, no, you should learn the hard coding. Okay, then only you will understand that how this. Now, see why you should learn hard coding and why drag and drop will not teach you anything. That is because of that. Suppose you add a button and you are going adding a button, and you made a finally a program you made. But if there is any error inside the program and you are not able to fix it because of drag and drop, because in drag and drop, as you know, as I told, half code is already written by the NetBeans already. And if in that code there is error and you will not understand only that, what is the error, what is that code, then how you will solve that error? I am correct or not? Yes or no? How you will solve that error if you don't know what code is written there, the meaning of that code, and what is the error, and what is the error that you will know, but meaning of the error, meaning of the code. If you don't know that, how you will solve that error, and your application will be failed. All your that struggle will go into water. We say like that. Okay. So that's why I am saying, and from hard coding, what you will do, you can each and every a small thing also you can customize yourself, and each and every small thing also you can customize yourself. Okay, so that is the difference, and which one is better also, I told hard coding is better. So I will always recommend you to learn hard coding. Yeah, if you are doing any software that you have to make very quickly, suppose in one day, if you want to make that software and present to anyone, or any like that problem comes, then you can use drag and drop. Drag and drop is for that only. Okay, not for learning. While learning or while making a big software, you should not use drag and drop. Okay, so I will recommend you to always use hard coding. If there is an emergency, then you can use drag and drop. Okay. So that I told why hard coding is important and why drag and drop is important. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe our channel, and for more such videos, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and for more such videos, please subscribe our channel, and we'll meet you in the next video of Java series. Till then, take care everybody, and bye bye.